now it's White's turn, and this game was played by also very famous player Coach Noi. Though he has never been the world champion, but he was like quite strong. Like he was a world top player at that time. So he was white in this game. So he used like almost every move was kind of pain, and it was really excellent. And now let's have a look at the position. Here, at this point, white is a pawn down, and I think there's kind of some variations from the French defense. Yeah, in which like you just sacrifice a pawn on d4, and then white gets some compensations, and maybe white develops faster, and black is developing too slowly. But the point here is that the next move, black is going to castle, and then black's king will be safe. And if the king is safe, then black may probably think about like probably moving, adjusting the knight and moving the bishop out, and black will definitely enjoy the free pawn afterward. Okay, so here it's white's turn, and it's very important for white. You know that when you're a pawn down, you should think about how to like attack, right? You won't be happy if you're a pawn down. So can you find a way for white to prevent black from castling kingside? So if you come up with any answers, any ideas, you can raise your hand.
I'm thinking of bishop h7, except that I know it won't work because of pawn pushes. But
Bishop
then
h7, pawn pushes. That's an interesting idea. Pawn pushes like take, is that what you mean? You want to sacrifice a bishop?
yeah, something like that.
Yeah, interesting idea. Probably king d8 will be safer.
Yeah, and then I'll be thinking of some way to back the bishop up. Yeah, it's gonna be an interesting position.
Okay, yeah, so probably can take the pawn, and you will win those pawns in the king side. So this is an interesting idea, but bishop h7. Is black having any good idea here? So what if black plays knight f8?
Ooh. Yeah, then it's a waste of a move then you just have to move straight back.
Yeah, so bishop moves back. I mean, black can repeat by saying bishop 97, but if black wants, black may play something like bishop e7, because black is not in a rush to castle, and black can play the bishop first and develop bishop first, and then move the knight back and then castle. Yeah, so can you think of another way of how to prevent from castling? Try to observe black's pieces. Is there any pieces which are not in the right position? And anything you can utilize? Okay, so I'm gonna show you the move here. So queen a4 is a move I played, and the idea is that if black castles, first of all, white can just take the bishop, and then white is kind of winning material here. And also, white has another choice. White can go for queen g4 here, and attacking on the king side. And now it's quite different from the position where the queen is on c2, because now the queen is more active and the bishop seem to be more powerful. white can just immediately do something very powerful by taking the pawn. And let's say if king goes to h8, then white can play queen to h3, certainly taking the pawn. So if king g8 again, so probably the pawn is taken, and now it's very dangerous for black. And if f5 is played, maybe white can try to bring the rook to c3 and in the future to g3, or I can check first. So that's quite dangerous for black, and that's the idea of queen a4. And the thing you can notice here is that white is making a pain here, so that the knight cannot move, the king cannot move, because as I said, queen g4 is a threat, and also rook c8 is another threat. Okay, so now black is kind of in trouble. I would say black can't really do anything, and it's very hard for black to move any pieces. So here is a very important point, I think, in chess. Sometimes in chess, it's not about your own plan. It's not about like your own ideas, your own moves. Sometimes you may feel, okay, I think I can't do anything. I can't win any material. I can't attack. I can't do anything powerful. But I would say sometimes chess is a game in which you restrict your opponent's pieces and you make your opponent uncomfortable. It's not about you who do something, like it's so now the thing that white doesn't have any threats, but black is very uncomfortable here. And if your opponent feels uncomfortable in chess, it will likely for your opponent to make blunders, and your opponent might feel bad during the game, so that it will be more likely for them to make mistakes. Okay, so let's move on.